What's good, YouTube? It's Mikey. Yes, I'm double timing it tonight. Lady at my work today called me she, and I didn't correct her. That was a random tip, or that was a random fact of the day. Okay. Actually, has nothing to do with what I actually wanted to talk about. Um, I had another subject that I wanted to bring into the YouTube queue of my channel. I keep saying page because I'm so used to Facebook and Instagram and not Twitter or Tumblr. Because I don't do Twitter or Tumblr. Because I am not still 16. No offense. Alright. But yeah. So, here's a topic that I wanted to bring into my YouTube queue. A question that I don't actually get asked a lot, which is weird to me because I feel like people ask this question to transgender people a lot. And I may have been asked like a handful of times, are you gay, straight, or lesbian? Great question. So, before I came out as transgender, yes, I was a lesbian. Strictly because I didn't know what transgender was. I didn't even know that that was a thing. But I knew that I was different than most people. Um, and I don't even want to say most people because most people could be transgender and I won't even know that. But it is what it is, right? Um, okay. But no, I'm not lesbian. Obviously. Alright. Moving on to the next one. Am I gay? I am definitely not gay. And I'm one of those kinds of people that believe in the don't knock it till you try it kind of thing. Yes, I have tried it. I do not date men. I find it severely uncomfortable. I did date a guy after I started transitioning, who basically now is my gay best friend. But I think we both were kind of just like experimenting on each other because he was gay and he had never dated a trans person before, and I just have never dated a gay guy before. Or I don't know. Like I just wanted to see if I liked it, I guess, and obviously we both didn't like it, but we were both okay with that, and we both, separated on good terms and are still best friends till this day. So that's a good thing. Yeah. I I feel like honestly I do identify as a straight male. Um I definitely can't see myself with a man. I definitely can't see myself marrying a man ever, ever. Um, and I'm not gonna lie, I just like titties and vagina. Like, that's just where it's at for me, dude. Like, I do not want a penis to stick up some other man's ass. That is weird to me. And I'm not saying that it's weird that anybody else does it, it just would be weird if I did it. And that also goes to say that I'm not judging any trans man for being gay. The more power to you. You guys are awesome. I love you all. No matter if you're gay, straight, pansexual, asexual, whatever the hell you want to be, whatever the hell you label yourself as, you are fucking awesome. You are fucking fabulous. You are fucking the bright and shining star in the middle of the fucking sky. You are great. Um, but me personally, that would be weird for me to imagine myself being in that type of relationship. I just couldn't handle it, you know. It's not my thing. I don't like it. But other people like it, and that's fine. I have nothing against that. Like, I have no negative things to say about that. Like, I am so happy for everybody else who wants to be their own person and be in their own relationships with whoever else they want to be with. I'm totally cool with that. Like, I have no judgment towards that. None at all whatsoever. And I'm also gonna say that no, I don't think that sexuality has anything to do with genderality. Um, Simply because your gender does not determine your sexuality. Um, I think, like, I don't know, like, how I'm gonna explain it. This is how I'm gonna explain it. Um, when I was younger, before I started transitioning, I identified as lesbian. But that's not how I felt about myself. Like, I felt like I was straight, you know? I felt like it was a normal thing for me because I thought like a guy. I, 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 I paraded these women or girls. I paraded these girls around like I was the perfect gentleman for them, you know? And even though, like, back then I wasn't, like, I was a total piece of shit and a bastard, but, um, like, I just always saw myself as the man in the relationship, and I don't mean, like, this is the lesbian man, and this is the lesbian woman. I mean, like, the actual man. Like, does that make sense? I feel like I'm not making sense, but it makes sense in my head. Like, I was the man, not the lesbian man. I was the man. And, like, I didn't want to see myself any other way. Like, I wanted to be the guy. I wanted to do the hard work. I wanted to pay the bill on the freaking, at the restaurant. I wanted to drive the car. I wanted to open the door. I wanted to freaking buy the jewelry and nice presents for Valentine's Day or Christmas or whatever, you know, the expensive ones. I wanted to be the guy. And when it came to, like, the bedroom stuff, like, I definitely wanted to be the guy. And I'm not saying that, like, women aren't good enough to do that stuff either, because they totally are. I definitely believe in equality. Just saying, women are great, women are awesome, and they are definitely able to do all those things too for their men. I'm just saying, like, I wanted to be that guy. But I also just don't think that just because you identified as lesbian before you were transgender does not mean that your sexuality had anything to do with your being trans. I know there are guys who liked guys before they transitioned. And that's okay too. Like, I know some trans gay guys who are still gay. And I say that because I didn't see them as, like, straight before. I still and always have seen them as gay because that's just how it is. But anyway, wow, I'm trailing off. Yeah. So I don't really think that it should matter. Like, I don't really think that that question is such a valid question when you ask someone just because they're trans. I'm not saying, like, if you're asking them just to ask them you're curious, and that's such a freaking weird question to ask anyway, but, um, excuse me, sorry, but I'm just saying, like, if you're asking them just because they're trans, if they're gay, straight, or lesbian, oh, I'm sorry, there are trans women out there too, I apologize for that, but like I'm saying, like, it has nothing to do with their transition. Your sexuality does not tie in with you being transgender. That is just like some old wives' tale or something. I don't know, you guys. It sounds ridiculous in my head to be asking someone if they're attracted to the sex that they're attracted to simply because they're transgender. No, I don't think so. Like, I did not totally switch my role just because I was like, oh, now I'm gonna be a guy, and people need to think that I want to be a guy, so I need to date women. Because that's not how the world works. You know, that's not how human beings work. Like, there are gay guys out there who did not decide to be gay and just dated guys. There are lesbians out there who did not decide to be lesbian and just dated chicks. And for those of you straight people out there dating whatever the fuck gender you're dating, because I'm not going to specify it, because that would be too much work in my head to do. But I'm just saying, you didn't choose it. You were born that way. But you definitely weren't born ignorant or an asshole. That was a learned thing. Anyway, that's way off subject. Alright. That was my whole rant for that one. Double timing it tonight. Leave me your messages, your comments, your ideas. If you want to debate about it, we can debate about it. We can debate about it in my comments. Let's do it. Like my video, subscribe to my page. Bye, guys.